A very good morning to all of you. So today we are here to welcome dignitaries on dais and off dais to this beautiful program in which we are inaugurating our fourth batch, the batch of 2026-28. Before starting the program, I request the dignitaries on the dais and off dais to please light the lamp, the auspicious lamp, which signifies the beginning of new life, new entity for all the students who are sitting over here. Thank you so much, sir. Now let me request all of you. This lighting of lamp will be followed by the anthem. I request all of you to please stand in your position.
बारूद देश की रक्षा के हित बना रहे,
हम है कर्मवीर कर्म पथ पे बढ़ते जा रहे। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
संगठन की भावना से कार्य करते हैं सदा, इसलिए उत्पाद उच्च कोटि का हरदम बना। संकल्प को हम MIL के फिर से है दोहरा रहे, हम है कर्मवीर कर्म पथ पे बढ़ते जा रहे।
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। सेनाओं के उपयोग हित शस्त्र हम बना रहे, स्तंभ चौथा इसलिए रक्षा का भी कहला रहे। MIL के हौसलों की बानगी दिखा रहे, हम है कर्मवीर कर्म पथ पे बढ़ते जा रहे। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
उत्पादनों से MIL की सेना सशक्त हो रही, सैनिकों की विजय श्री भी हर वक्त हो रही। एहसास मान अपने तिरंगे का हम बढ़ा रहे, MIL के संकल्प को फिर से है दोहरा रहे। MIL के हौसलों की बानगी दिखा रहे, हम है कर्मवीर कर्म पथ पे बढ़ते जा रहे।
बारूद देश की रक्षा के हित बना रहे, हम है कर्मवीर कर्म पथ पे बढ़ते जा रहे। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम। वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम।
followed by the national anthem of National Academy of Defence Production.
हम NADP के हैं प्रहरी, ज्ञान शक्ति के सच्चे प्रहरी। विद्या अमृतम दीप हमारा, आत्मनिर्भर है लक्ष्य हमारा। NADP के हैं प्रहरी, ज्ञान शक्ति के सच्चे प्रहरी। विद्या अमृतम दीप हमारा, आत्मनिर्भर है लक्ष्य हमारा। भारत का नव उत्कर्ष NADP का है ये हर्ष। भारत का नव उत्कर्ष NADP का है ये हर्ष। श्रम से सजता है हर निर्माण, सपनों से साकार होता अभियान। संगठित शक्ति सरल विचार, उन्नति का है केवल आधार। भारत का नव उत्कर्ष NADP का है ये हर्ष। NADP का है ये हर्ष। NADP का है ये हर्ष।
Thank you so much. Now I request Principal Director Sir Dr. JP Dash Sir to welcome our chief guest Shri Sanjay Dwivedi Sir with a small token from our side, a sapling which signifies the growth and the fertility of NADP. Let me introduce to you our chief guest for the day, Shri Sanjay Dwivedi Sir, IOFS. It is my privilege to introduce Shri Sanjay Dwivedi Sir, IOFS, NDC, Directorate General Ordnance, C&S, Kolkata, a distinguished officer of the 1988 batch of Indian Ordnance Factory Services. Shri Dwivedi is a mechanical engineer with an MTech in thermal engineering and an alumnus of this prestigious institute, National Defence College and IIM Ahmedabad. With over 3 decades of exemplary service in Indian defence manufacturing sector, he has held several key leadership positions spanning production, planning, quality assurance and strategic management. He has also served as First Secretary Technical at the Embassy of India in Moscow and as Chairman and Managing Director of Armored Vehicles Nigam Limited. Renowned for his deep expertise in armored vehicles, weapon systems and defense production, Shri Dwivedi currently leads the Directorate of Ordnance as Director General Ordnance, bringing a wealth of experience, strategic vision and leadership to the nation's defense preparedness. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Shri Sanjay Dwivedi Sir. Now, I will request Dr. JP Dash, Principal Director NADP, to address a welcome note.
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Chief Guest, Sanjay Dwivedi, Director General of Ordnance, Coordination and Services, distinguished member of the Board of Directors, Head of Establishment, senior officers present over here, from the both from the ordnance factories, from the DPSUs, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, members of the NADP family, and my dear students. A very warm and heartfelt welcome to each of you. Today is a day of celebration, a day of hope, a day of new beginning. On behalf of the entire NADP fraternity, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the inauguration of the 4th batch of PGDM Business Management Program. At the outset, I extend a very special and warm, respectful welcome to Sanjay Dwivedi, Director General Ordnance. Sir, your distinguished career of over 3.5 decades, marked by visionary leadership, professional excellence, and dedicated service to the nation, continues to inspire all of us. We are deeply honored by your gracious presence. I also warmly welcome the distinguished dignitaries present over there, heads of establishment, faculty members, officers, and every member of NADP family. This institution belongs to all of us, And today's celebration is a reflection of our shared commitment towards building leaders for a stronger India. To the proud parents who are joined online, I offer my sincere gratitude. Thank you for placing your confidence in NADP. We value that trust deeply and assure you that your children will receive not merely an education, but an environment that nurtures competence, character, and confidence. And to my dear students, congratulations. You have earned your place here through hard work, perseverance, and merit. Today you enter this campus as students. 2 years from now, we hope you will leave as leaders with a purpose, with wisdom, and with a competence to build Viksit Bharat. Friends, there is a beautiful word from Rig Veda in which it says that Sangha Chadam, Shambhabadam, Shambho Manasi Janatam, what it means. Let's move together. Let's think together. Let our minds be united in a common purpose. This ancient message beautifully captures the spirit of this institution. Learning is never an individual journey. It's a shared journey. And all moving together towards one common purpose. That's what I just shared this shloka. We find the world is often measured by success, major success, by salaries, by designation, by titles. Indian civilization have always measured the success differently. It asks a deeper question. What kind of human being have you become? The question is becoming more and more relevant today because the world you are entering is changing faster than any previous generation has experienced. Artificial intelligence, robotics, autonomous systems, quantum technologies are reshaping the entire industry. Many experts believe that a significant proportion of today's students will eventually work in roles that don't exist even today. In such a world, knowledge alone is never enough. Degrees alone will be no longer enough. Even technical skills will be no longer enough. You need Indian value system from our ancient heritage. At NADP, we shall never be satisfied in producing just graduates. Our mission is to develop leaders of competence, character, and commitment. We shall challenge your intellect. We shall sharpen your analytical thinking. We shall strengthen your communication. We shall expose you to modern emerging technologies. We shall immerse you in the realities of the defense manufacturing ecosystem. We shall encourage research, innovation, entrepreneurship, strategic thinking, public policy, ethical decision making, above all, lifelong learning. As an institution, NADP is on its transformational journey. In the coming years, we'll witness significant investment in our own academic and physical infrastructure. My dear students, I'm in the final part of my conversation. I want to pause for a moment and reflect a simple question. Why are you here? Is it only to earn a management qualification? Is it only to secure an excellent placement? Or is it only to build a successful career? Certainly, all these are important aspirations. But I hope your dreams will be even much larger because the nation that has invested in your education expects something greater. India expects leaders for Viksit Bharat, leaders who can solve problems, leaders who can create employment, leaders who can strengthen institutions, leaders who can build technology that improves lives, leaders who understand success is meaningful only when it creates value for society. As we move towards Viksit Bharat 2047, India will require not just more managers, it requires business leaders, leaders who can lead, combine innovation with integrity, technology with tradition, global excellence with Indian values, and economic growth with national purpose. That is why your journey at NADP is much larger than a classroom experience. It's a part of the story of new India, a confident India, an innovative India, an Atmanirbhar Bharat, a Viksit Bharat. As a principal director of this academy, I assure you that we shall walk this journey with you. Let me conclude with another timeless thought from Bhagavad Gita, Yoga Karmashu Kaushalam. Let excellence be your habit. Let integrity be your identity. Let service be your purpose. Let learning be your lifelong companion. May your years at NADP become the most transformative chapter of your lives. May your dreams find direction. May your efforts find success. May your knowledge find purpose. May your leadership help shape the destiny of our great nations. Once again, I welcome each one of you to National Academy of Defense Production. Welcome to a journey of learning. Welcome to a journey of leadership. Welcome to a journey of transformation. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir. This is true. The path will be shown by us. To follow is your duty. With this, let me call upon Shri Nishinda Sharma sir, Executive Director and Program Director of National Academy of Defence Production.
Respected Chief Guest of today's ceremony, Director General, Directorate of Ordnance, Sri Sanjay Dwivedi ji, our visionary leader, Dr. J.P. Das, PD of NADP, my esteemed colleagues on the faculty and administration, and most importantly, the bright and ambitious minds of third intake batch of our PGDM program. A very warm morning to all of you. In fact, it is a privilege for me to be here in a landmark event of inaugurating third intake batch of PGDM program. And indeed, it is a special occasion. It signifies our experiment of introducing a dedicated defense-centric management program. And now it has taken firmly, I would say, established itself and is blooming into a premium defense initiative. And I will take a few minutes to introduce you about the composition of the batch itself. It represents 14 states, and the aspiration of gender, I would say equality, almost 33% are women in this batch. So, and the fair mix of educational backgrounds and the experience also. Almost 33% of the batch is having more than 1 year of experience, and almost 30 to 40% are from the commerce background, the rest are from the sciences or technology. So the composition of the batch will be is very fair. I would say the class discussions are going to be very, I would say, very varied, and the perspectives will be broad. So congratulations to all faculty members in advance. So that shall, I would say, facilitate them to lead very holistic discussions. And to our students, I would say that you are entering the gates of NADP at an extraordinary moment in India's history as such. The defense sector is open for anybody to participate. And the emphasis of government on from procurement driven, our defense sector was primarily procurement centric. Defense solutions were also procurement centric. Now the government is totally focusing on Atmanirbhar approach, the self-reliant approach, the domestic approach. So whether you are seeking PGDM from the entrepreneur point of view or seeking a career with a good company working in defense sector in India, the both ways the ecosystem is there to nurture you and to support you. As the defense sector integrates cutting edge technologies like AI, advanced ballistics, Industry 4, it was a challenge for us to curate a program which can, I would say, nurture you into a very good techno-managerial person. So we tried in this sense quite successfully, we being fortunate to have contacts in the industry, in the academia, in the whole ecosystem itself, right from design of the defense products to their quality, to their manufacturing and the ultimate user also. So to briefly summarize this the program, I would say that it emphasizes on technology, the cutting edge of the technology, which is expected to go into the products as well as the processes which are to be followed to manufacture those products. Because the technology is just not manifesting in the products itself, it's also manifesting on the way we produce them. The products also, the processes also. So, be it digital transformation and the cyber security and the influence of the increased computational power from what they say quantum computing, what threat it's going to impose on cyber security, and all those, I would say technology is something which you need to be very conversant about, because it's immensely changing how our products are working and how our processes are going to be done. And the course is comprising 110 credits, and the semester 1 will be foundational in nature. In the sense, you will be exposed to finance, operational behavior, marketing management, economics, of course operations, and the core focus is on operations and marketing, and with the defense orientation. This is the theme, if I can say that. Operations, marketing in the context of defense. And in the second semester, you are expected to go for internship too. And the second leg of the internship will be in the final semester. So there is fair mix of on-job experience, and fortunately, unfortunately, you will be always in the eyes of your potential recruiter, because NADP you will find almost 7 PSUs, top executives. You may find one fine day in a dining hall dining along with you. So keep your eyes and ears open, keep your conduct professional, because you are always under the gauge. So it is an opportunity also, but kind of, in a sense, a tight rope, because you are watched all time. So it is opportunity, I would rather say that. So as far as the faculty mix is concerned, because we are coming from the industry itself, so the persons or the students who are seeking entrepreneurial adventures, so they can have first-hand experience. What are the challenges when we exactly go into manufacturing a defense solution or providing a defense solutions? Once again, on behalf of NADP, I congratulate all the participants of PGDM fresh batch and wish them very good luck here. And once again, I thank you, our chief guest, Shri Sanjay Dwivedi, sir, and our principal director for gracing this auspicious beginning. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for having the whole program. Now, I would like to request Shri Sanjay Dwivedi, sir, to address this session. Sir, we would be very honored to listen to you, especially to the students who have joined us very recently. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Good morning, namaskar. Dr. JP Dash and all the faculty members of NADP, Shri Surendra Hapotkar, Senior DDG, Shri SK Singh, Director HR of YIL, CMO in charge, Doctor of NADP, Ambajari Hospital. Reputed institutions, even like IIMs, I am Bangalore, I am Indore, I am Visakhapatnam, and so many other institutes, that if you bring that kind of knowledge, which is required to be given to all of you, will be much better, much faster, and much effective. So I am sure that NADP is going to evolve further the way you have already evolved in last so many years. In near future, with the present leadership and the future leaders of NADP who are going to come to NADP in future, you are going to evolve yourself and reach the place which will provide better platform to all of you. It is definitely, the NADP is different from all the other such institutes where you would have gone and joined for getting this kind of degree. Why it is different is because it is actually, practically you can see, it is combining the efforts which are being made by the industry. All the DPSUs, in fact, NADP itself right now is part of one of the defense public sector undertaking. So, as I think who was mentioning that you are under direct watch, so that is why it is different. Then the kind of knowledge and experience which you can gain by working here, particularly if somebody wants to continue with the defense industry, it will provide you with an excellent opportunity, because wherever you go, you can have backup of that knowledge which will be available here in the form of all the 7 defense public sector undertakings, which are either you can say which are backed by NADP, or with NADP backs them up, whatever way. In both ways, they are interconnected. So all the premier institutions, all the defense public sector undertakings, and now I understand from Dr. Dash that now the plan is to even integrate different private industries also with the entire plan of taking up next level of courses or whatever is being done. So the interaction and opportunity, what you will get by those interactions are great. You are in very, very good place. That is what I would like to mention. So for you, definitely this is one of the defining moment. Every generation goes through this. Every generation finds itself in at a point of time when you will realize that this is the point when you are going to get into the next mode, next level, where you can migrate into the actually from acquiring knowledge. Of course, acquiring knowledge is something which has to keep happening throughout the life. You have to keep always. You have to be a constant learner. But now you are going to, after 2 years, you are going to switch over to a different level, where you will transform yourself from being only recipient of knowledge to actually contribute into the industry. So that will be the point of change for all of you. And as a country, we have seen very, very different kind of defining moments, right from independence or even before that. And subsequently, we know that what kind of changes have been happening, whether we talk about independence initially, then economic reforms, then opening up of defense sector, if we talk about defense, and so many other things. Everything has been happening. So I would like to quote one word from the book of, actually title of the book itself is that, of Malcolm Gladwell, well, tipping point. So the tipping point for you, tipping point for the industry, tipping point for the country, perhaps, is now. This is the moment from where we can say that things will start changing. How we will become third economy. We will definitely become third economy. There is no doubt about it, because the way we are growing, the way our economy is growing, we will become third economy of the world. And how long we continue to remain at that level of third largest economy in the world, or we go beyond that, only time will tell. But how fast we will become third economy, that will all depend on the efforts, which will be actually, it depends on all of you. So be ready for the challenges of future, and I'm sure you will be part of the transformative journey of the country. I will actually talk about some of the things in the form of figures, whatever is there, so that you can understand. Of course, some of you may be already knowing, but at least for the new students who are joining now, you must have heard that we keep talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat, being more self-reliant and giving back to the country in such a way that we do not have to depend on any other country for at least for the defense requirement, definitely, but not only for defense, for any other sector also. So being Atmanirbhar is important, but right now I will restrict the figures only to defense industry. 12 years back, in 2014, our total defense production was only 46,000 crore rupees. And in 2025-26, it has already reached the level of 1.78 lakh crores. So you can see that in 12 years, we have already touched almost 4 times of what it was earlier. The exports, which was limited to only 1,000 crores, has now become 38,400 crores. And now for both the things, the projection and the targets which have been set by Ministry of Defence is that by 2028-29, by 2029 it is told, that we will reach the level of 50,000 crores for defence exports and 3 lakh crores for defence production. So if we just talk about these figures, you can understand very well what is the scope for all of you. I didn't want these figures to be brought out to you for the purpose of only knowing what it is, what are the figures or projections. But basically, you should look for your opportunity. You should think about where you can find your future in all this. So that is what is very important for all of you. And why it happened, or why it is happening, or how it is going to be achieved. It is basically because of a resolve which was taken by the government, a very focused approach which was followed, and along with that, a lot of structural reforms were undertaken by the government. So this is what is the reason. Now I will not talk about what are the reforms, because you may not be able to appreciate. But maybe after 5-6 months, 1 year, you will be able to appreciate all that. So this is what is most important for you to understand what are the opportunities for all of you. Now, when we talk about what is the future of defense industrial complex or defense sector in the coming 10 years, 5 years, 15 years time, or even beyond that also. Everybody knows now the kind of technologies which we started talking about, that these are the great technologies, different US systems, counter US system, that means drones and anti-drone, and then high energy weapon, that laser based gun which can destroy. These things we started talking in just maybe around 3, 4, 5 years back. But in 5 years, the way it has actually occupied the entire defense space, you can understand how fast things are changing, how fast technologies are changing. And now people are not talking about only those technologies. That has become a thing of past, or something which is always part of any defense platform, any equipment which is being manufactured. Whether we talk about tank, it has to have that kind of US system, that means drones with the tank, and counter US, that means protection against the drones. We talk about how incoming missiles can be stopped, how protection can be provided. But I think in very short time, everything will change. People will start talking about new disruptive technologies which are coming up. Again, I will not take time in talking about those technologies, but you will definitely understand. It is, and more than the hardware, now the software part or the other way of disabling other person, the adversary, actually will become more important in future. That is what I feel it is going to happen in future. In this, there is one point which I would like to mention is that there is one remark of Satya Nadella where he says every company is now becoming a software company. Of course, he is from software industry, so he will say that. I will slightly modify that. I will say that every defense organization is now becoming a technology organization, and every technology organization needs actually outstanding managers. So you will be those outstanding managers who will become part of this entire change, scheme of change of our country. Now, some of the things which I would like to talk about, I am taking more time, so I think it is okay. But since I am standing here, I should do justice with that. Hey, what is expected from all of you, from the students? You have come, joined this course, maybe because of your parents who have persuaded you to join that kind of course. Maybe it was your own wish that you should join this course. Maybe that somewhere else you have heard about it, you have joined this course, but now you are here. So now you have to become very, very focused. You have to think about what you are going to do in next 2 years so that you can take off from after that and you can grow very, very fast in future. Because any college, any institute can give you only platform. Whether it is IIM, IITs or any such place will give you only initial platform. Beyond that, it is your own capability, capacity and ability what you develop that will take you far. So that is something which I would like to say. So there are a few things which I would like to mention to you to follow. First is always be very curious. Never stop asking why. Or in other words, if I say, challenge status quo. Think about whatever is happening today, why it cannot be done in a better way. There are so many examples which can be quoted to tell you about the people who have challenged the status quo. They have only changed the world. Whether we talk about Apple, Steve Jobs, or any other such innovator whom we know, they have actually changed the world only because they have changed the status quo. Second, embrace technology, but never lose your humanity, and along with that, inculcate empathy. Because we are human beings. We always deal with human beings. Unless we have that soft power with us, perhaps we will not be able to win over others. Then third is develop systems thinking. Every decision has consequences. Everything is connected. So in that connection, whatever you are going to do, that is something which you should always think. And also think, if you want to become even greater than that, how whatever decision you are taking, how it is going to affect the last person. How if I am sitting as a CMD, I should think if I am going to take any decision, if the person who is working as an industrial employee, how it is going to affect him, whatever decision I am taking. So this is one more thing which I would like to stress upon. Then fourth is build your character before career. Career will definitely, you will be able to develop your career. You can build your career. But if you lose your character, if you don't have a strong character, perhaps then you will not be able to build your strong career. So that is very important. And then one more point what I mentioned is that you should believe in creating an atmosphere of trust and confidence. Because if you are working with people, unless they develop that kind of trust in you, and they have this confidence that whatever is being told by you or by his superior or his subordinate, if you don't have that confidence, perhaps you will not be able to build that atmosphere of great working atmosphere. And finally, that whatever you are doing, you should connect yourself with the country. Because whatever you are doing today, you should not forget about it, that you are part of this great nation, you are part of this great country, and you have to actually contribute towards in whatever way. It is not that only those people who are sitting at the top or taking all policy decisions, they can only contribute. All of us, in our own way, whatever we do, we can continue to contribute. And if all of this is done by all of us, though it is a controversial word today, but I am sure that nobody can stop India from becoming Vishwaguru. Then one more point, what I was mentioning earlier, that values. We have to inculcate values in whatever, in ourselves. We should have that value system ourselves, and if we have that, perhaps we will be able to build our organization also wherever we are working, our own setup based on the values, ethics, and that kind of character what we can have. When we talk about epics also, whatever, see, I will talk about only, we know, all of us know about Yudhishthir, what kind of leader he was. And when we talk about value over loyalty, the best example may be Krishna versus Bhishma. Bhishma was always having this dilemma in himself that he is not doing right, but he has to be part of, because he wanted to be loyal. So despite being very strong in values initially, but since he wanted to be loyal to somebody, because his loyalty is more important than values, he got guided by a different path. Whereas we should, if we talk about a person like Krishna, that values are required, or even better, we can talk about Ram, who has maintained his character throughout, and we call him Maryada Purushottam Ram. So this is what is something we should keep looking at, that how we are required to build our character, how we take our values along with us, so that we build not only a strong individual personality, but rather a country. Some of us get that realization early in life, some of us get that realization very late in life, and it all depends when you get that realization, and after that how you develop yourself. If we talk about leadership, I will say leadership is not basically about authority, because you are going to become leaders. It is more than that. Actually, basically it is taking responsibility, and responsibility not only of doing the work, whatever is being done, but basically responsibility of the failures. And the failures actually teach you how to lead to the path of success, finally. Because unless you go through the process of failures, perhaps you will not be able to. जैसे हमने बचपन में सुना था, one of the story where the spider will keep climbing the wall, and in maybe 10th effort, in maybe 100th effort, it will be able to climb. Because before that, it will not know how exactly it has to climb. So it is very important for you to understand that you have to keep working, keep making efforts, and always take responsibility of whatever is required to be done. One more point, one more quote I would like to again talk about. One of the authors, Simon Sinek, he has mentioned leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those who are in charge. Develop them to become leader in their own sphere. It is not that only the person who is sitting at the top, he is the leader. He may be at that position, but everyone who is at different levels, he is actually leader in his own sphere. And that is why you should always consider that I am leading a team. I am the leader of that particular part or whatever job is being done. So this is something very important I would like to mention. There are some ethical questions about technology, some of the things which I wanted to mention, but I think I am taking too long time, so I will skip that. I will only come to next point about how values and leadership gets connected. Some of the qualities of finest leaders, which I just thought of listing and talking about it. In my view, the qualities what are there for the great leaders is that you should have patience to listen to others without interrupting. Appreciate people for adding value for their suggestions. Never insult anyone because they are not working only for money. Basically, everyone is working for self-respect. So that dignity and self-respect which is required to be provided, that you should provide to them. You should have always courage to take difficult decisions. You should have humility to continue to learn, unlearn, learn, whatever that should continue. The wisdom to place purpose above personal gains. Be righteous. Pressure should not be an excuse to violate principles. Again, example of Bhishma. Give time to reflect on possible options and potential consequences. On this, I say, one of the things which I use very often, I would like to repeat here, that always, whenever you come across a very serious problem, difficult problem, never take decision at that point of time unless it is question of life and death. Always sleep with the problem. I am sure you will wake up with a solution. If you are so involved with the problem or with the issue or with the work, if you sleep with the problem, you will get so many thoughts about it with your unconscious mind, which will keep working. You will wake up with some problem, some solution. Never cross ethical line to win, beat competition. Never take revenge-based decisions. Look for opportunity in adversity. Look for future based on justice and sustainability. Dominance through deception. This we have experienced in life. It is very common that dominance through deception may lead to success, but it is very fragile and completely avoided. Never manage by asserting the authority and coercion to demand loyalty. Influenced by trust, wisdom, and personal integrity. Because whatever you practice, actually, whatever you preach, and if you don't practice, people will understand that very quickly. Let's do it in place of do it. That means we should always be part of the team. Challenge old assumptions and be curious. Try to inculcate as much as you can out of whatever I have mentioned. All of us cannot inculcate all these habits. It all depends how much we can inculcate. That will only build our character. That with that only we will know how what kind of person we can become. And finally, I will say some advice to the students. As you take up this journey of 2 years, some thoughts. First, maybe repetition, but I will still mention, keep learning new things and remain intellectually curious. Learn to communicate because that is the key. Embrace failure as a teacher because unless you fail, you will not be able to know success. Fourth, build relationships. You are here in this place. As I mentioned, you will be interacting with so many people who will be coming from different industries. Be open to talk to them, reach out to them. have courage to speak out. It is not difficult. Some of us may be having that inhibition, how to talk, how to tell him, but nobody can actually talk about the subject. What you are going to talk better than you. So talk to them about whatever you want to talk. So build relationship, build that network which will help you in future. Fifth, develop global competence while remaining rooted to Indian values, because Indian values we have seen over a period of time, whatever history we have seen, nobody can beat Indian values. And all the other countries have come, all the other invaders have come, but Indian values still stand strong. And finally, now again, first thing, come back to the first thing, never stop it. You have to take action to improve upon yourself every day, and trust me that you will definitely become very successful in future. Whenever you are ready to graduate from here, you are going to be very successful person. Finally, I will close with some of the timeless wisdom from Bhagavad Gita, which says yoga karmasu kaushalam. That means excellence in action is yoga. You should try to excel in whatever work you are doing. That should become your habit. Excellence in whatever work you are doing, that should become your habit. Integrity should become your identity. Innovation should become your mindset. And service should become your purpose. We have to, if we consider as a country, again, Atmanirbharta, innovation will only lead us to become Atmanirbhar Bharat. I wish all of you to be very successful in your academic journey, in the remarkable careers and life ahead. I will close with the quote from Gita. Dharm ev hanto hanti dharmo rakshit rakshita tasmat dharmo na hantavo mano dharmo hato vadib. The meaning is, dharma is the path of righteousness. When destroyed, it destroys. It protects when it is protected. Therefore, dharma must never be violated, lest it destroy. Thank you very much for patient hearing of more than 35 minutes, I think. And I can wish you again all the very best for your future. And it will not be complete unless I wish all the best to NADP under leadership of Dr. Dash to be very successful academy in future, with support of all the supporting faculty members who keep coming here, visiting here. Because of you only it has reached this level, and it will continue to rise in future with the efforts which will be made by you and the efforts which will be made by all the students who are joining today. All the very best to you.
Sir. So that reminds me of a famous quote of William Wordsworth. Heights reached by great men and kept were not attained by a single flight. They, while their companions slept, were working forward in the night. So this is what we are here for. Hard work. There is no shortcut in life. Remember that. Hard work always gives you very good results. Thank you so much, sir, for the fabulous address to the students, to the faculties, and to all of us. No, thank you. So, moving forward, I now request Dr. J.P. Dash, sir, to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Shri Sanjay Dwivedi, sir, with our NADP memento. Call upon Dr. A.S. Khan, sir, to propose a vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Respected Chief Guest Shri Sanjay Dwivedi, Director General Ordnance, Coordination and Services, Kolkata. Honorable Principal Director Dr. J.P. Dash, Shri Arun Thakur, ED, NADP. Shri Suren Dapotkar, Senior DDG, DFU, Ambachari, Nagpur. Dr. Bandyopadhyay, Chief Medical Officer in Charge, All Inspectorate Hospital, Ambachari. Esteemed faculty members, dear students and their guardian and parents. I am here for the last formal part of this grand inaugural program of this fourth batch, 2026-28. In fact, I would like to mention here that you wouldn't have got a better personality than Sanjay Dwivedi sir, who happens to be a dynamo of energy himself and a visionary leader in defense production and a diplomat as well, who has motivated you, charged you. In fact, I would also like to add that right now we have two very energetic and visionary leader. Dr. J.P. Dash himself is also here, and you also have got a very competent course director, Shri Mishminder Sharma. One thing you must have noticed that the resonance, one factor that the Atmanirbhar Bharat, and it has been resonated throughout their address differently for you to be a future leader. And this academy is here to groom to all of you to be a future leader. I would urge you to be different in the classrooms. Don't be ready to be bombarded by the lectures from the faculty members. I would urge all of you to go through the study materials beforehand and use the class sessions as the learning sessions through lectures, interactions, discussions. So I think that will be a valuable learning for all of you, and dedicate 2 of your most crucial next 2 years to this academy to help us all of you to groom to be a future leader. From academy side, we are very grateful to Sanjay Dwivedi sir to be here as chief guest. I would like to mention that we all have started our career from this academy. I joined this academy through 1991 batch in August 91, and his batch was being passed out. So I know him since my early period. Of course, I have not worked with him, but off and on we have been interacting, and I know. And he has reflected his experience and his intention for all of you, what all of you should be for your career, for your life, and for this country. Sir, we are grateful that you have made your presence with us for this grand inaugural function. I am thankful to all the faculty members who have come here to this ceremony. I forgot to mention of Sri Santosh Singh, Director HR, Yantr India Limited. In fact, we also keep taking support lot of from Yantr India Limited, which happens to be with us. We are in their campus, and in fact the internships support and other supports, we are dependent on them, and hopefully this continues. I would thank all the parents and guardians to have sent their children to this academy, and I assure on behalf of this academy that they are in the right hands. And I will also request all of you, the parents and guardians, be supportive to the efforts of this academy so that our common objective of building Atmanirbhar Bharat through the future leader of this generation is achievable. I once again thank all the students who have joined this program, and I expect that at least if 1/4 of the content delivered here is absorbed, you will be successful. I thank the Principal Director, Dr. J.B. Dash, for his keynote address. And again, he is very keen and very desirous that, and in fact, we are all here to support him for the single objective that this academy continues to be part of this creation of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The goal has been set for 2047, but we all believe and think and desire that if you could do it earlier, much better. It all depends on our honest efforts. I thank the team of the NADP different sections for organizing this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Before ending the program, a small reminder. You are all requested to please collect in the reception area for a group photograph. Now, I will once again request all of you to stand up for the national anthem, please. Once again, thank you all of you for being present here for this inaugural function. A humble reminder, you are all requested to please collect in the reception area for a group photograph. Thank you so much.